If you'd like to sponsor Still Got Game, give us a call at 773-527-2961 or email us at podcast@tooltopplay.com. Hey now, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Still Got Game, episode 417. Still Got Game's official podcast of tooltopplay.com. I am, as always, Derek D. Smooth Nolan.
And I am Roger Hitman Roken.
And I'm James Yont Dog Yont.
And I'm Chris Selden 007 Selden.
And we are back, despite taking 2 weeks off. We don't have Tiff tonight. She's still got some jet lag stuff going on from a week in Dublin. But we are back, and we're doing a show. It's good to see you guys.
Good to be back.
Yeah, it's nice to be back.
Yeah. The week's off. Gets boring. No, we love you too, Hit. I forgot. Love-hate relationship. Well, I guess it makes sense just to jump right in the show and shake off the cobwebs. So if you're in chat right now and you want us to talk about something, pop it in chat and we'll try to work in the show. Otherwise, we'll just jump right in the mailbag for feedback and questions from our last episode. And remember, if you want to leave us a voicemail, it will cut you off after a minute. Well, hang on. I need a drink before this one.
Shorty today.
Yeah. Steve Weber comments, you almost guessed exactly what a potluck dinner is. They are huge here in the Bay Area right now. The one I went to was 8 of us, and we all brought a dish for dinner. There's a Bluetooth speaker in the middle of the table that we take turns connecting to and showcase a minute or two of a podcast we love. Each person queues up 2 podcasts. My friend's friend had the episode of Still Got Game where in the comments, someone said something really nice about your show, but then D Smooth went off on them for a grammar / sentence structure issue. I wouldn't be surprised if more than one person from the dinner subscribed because everyone was ROFL. So I guess that is kind of what... Was Tiff the one that thought that's what it was? I forget who.
Yeah, it totally... Tiff was the one.
That deducted what a potluck dinner was. Potluck.
Yeah. Podluck. Yeah, I thought it was I thought he misspelled it and it was supposed to be potluck.
Yeah, that's right.
Podluck. I didn't realize what it was.
It does seem like a cool concept. I don't know if that would really work. To be honest,
it's like a weird book club. Is what it is.
This seems
I just want to know
like a San Francisco thing than here. Like he said, it's the Bay Area, so obviously.
I want to know who this was. Is this someone we know? Is it Stan?
Oh, who brought it?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Steve Weber, we want to know who brought it.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Who brought it? Who is the hero of this story?
I really want to know how he narrowed it down to 2 minutes. Because there's 2 minutes of the show at any point that you could get us all arrested for.
Speak for yourself, Selden. Kicking him off the show.
It does.
Everybody drinks.
Every drink. I would like to go to one of these and discover some new podcasts, but I don't know any friends that would ever do something like this.
Every time I bring up the word podcast to my friends, they're just like, "You're weird," and I'm like, "What do you guys listen to?" Like, I don't know. A lot of my friends are like, "Oh, you and your podcasts, you and your social media is like, oh boy."
Yeah, I have a lot of friends that listen. Like I see posts all the time looking for podcast recommendations. What are you guys listening to? So I feel like a lot of people do listen to podcasts. I just don't know if I could assemble enough people in the local area to bring 8 people together that could bring 2 podcasts each to a dinner. I just don't.
Okay, I got a question for you there, Smooth. You obviously go out and do the community events with a lot of people for Pokemon Go and for Wizards Unite. Why not talk to them about, hey, we got a podcast. Why don't you come over? Not just that. Why don't we have a potluck thing? Come over and check it, check out, bring your favorite podcast. That's a way you could pimp us out, but also that's a way you could maybe, present other, maybe just do this specific event.
Yeah, but I don't know if I would want these randos to be at my house. That's the thing. You know what I mean?
Pick a coffee shop then. Pick a coffee shop nearby. Then.
Yeah, okay. That might work. Yeah, just do it something local. I don't know. Maybe I'll try something over to Starbucks.
Like a pot meet potluck.
Yeah, maybe I'll post something in the Starbucks nearby and then single-handedly go in and the podcast that I bring is ours.
This guy sounds awesome. He sounds really familiar.
He sounds familiar. I could just use a fake voice for the whole time. I don't know. Hey guys, I brought this show to this. I'd be like, wow, this guy is eccentric, but this podcast is awesome. So,
I mean, you could probably get away with using any of the names that you've created comments from for like the last year.
Drink. That's a drinking game rule. All right. Moving on. Parks and Deck comments. I have been listening to your show for about 6 months. Sometimes you make inside jokes that obviously come from way back in the show's history. I can't really spend the time to go through all the back episode. Could use an S there, buddy. Or maybe I mistranscribed it, one or the other. It could be me. Time to go through all the back episodes. So I was wondering if you could put together an FAQ of these references. Thanks.
Hey, Steve Weber, there's another one for you.
All right. I don't know.
First of all, let me take this one, Derek. Let me take this one.
Okay, you take this.
First of all, who's ever going to do an FAQ for us? There would like be a bajillion pages. There's not a big enough internet for our FAQs. Oh my gosh. And second of all, like, who's going to spend the time in this motley crew to do that? Come on now.
What we need is
What are the inside jokes, though?
I'm trying to figure that out too. Like, there's so many things to unpack here. Like, I don't understand what the inside jokes are.
One's the drinking game. We were just talking about rewriting the rules for it. So
Yeah, like the Altius one I could think of as an inside one, but other than that, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not even sure what we talk about. But you know who could, like, who's a fan of the show that has all the time in the world that could write something? No, Blue. I was thinking Blue Steel. Yes,
or Blue.
Could do the FAQ.
Derek, are you getting on this?
Oh, Blue, you got this, buddy.
Blue.
Blue is he can definitely pull this together. Like, if there was ever a fan that could write an FAQ of stuff from the show, because he seems to remember everything. He's like an elephant. So, yeah, I just don't know what we need, what you want us to put in this FAQ, Parks and Deck. Like, give us an example of some of the references that you missed, and then maybe that'll be a starting point, and then we'll do it, or maybe we'll find a fan to do it like Blue Steel. But I just don't know what references we make that you don't get. So,
well, and I think sometimes we talk about before the show, like the pre-show, we talk about stuff before we even get it all set up on Mixer. Like, we talk about stuff and then we start joking about it during the show. So it's not really like a inside joke per se. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. It would be nice to have an FAQ where someone tracks, like, since Selvin came on the show, he's been fired 11 times. Like, these are the stats that people are looking for.
11, please.
I know, it's a low
every show.
What about timeline?
Derek hasn't played a video game in 11 years.
Whoa, that's so bizarre.
That's
actually backed up.
That is an inside joke.
Derek writes all the comments. I mean, come on, they go just keep rolling.
All inside jokes. All right.
Yelling at sponsors. There we go. Oh, now they're rolling in, right?
Okay. I guess the fact writes itself. Yes. All right.
5-year plan.
5-year plan. Yes, that goes.
That's a new one. That's a new one. Yeah.
All right. Next up, Drank comments. Pretty solid episodes lately. It shows off the extra work you are all putting in.
There's no extra work.
None. Can we skip that one?
If anything, there's less. There's less going in now. Maybe that's
we
what the trick is.
streamlined this, so we there's so little work. Like, I used to do the outline days in advance. Now the outline comes out like 30 minutes before the show.
The day of.
Oh. Yeah.
Today you were like an hour and a half early. I was like, whoa.
I know. I tried to get it out earlier today. I felt good about that. It wasn't quite the old days, but still, it was good.
Our personalities. It has nothing to do with the work we put in.
It seems like we're putting more work in, but I appreciate you thinking that we really upped our.
And we get along to some extent, and we like gaming, and we like razzing on everything.
To some extent.
That's the most
underhanded compliment ever. We get along to some extent. These guys are not assholes for the most part.
Hey,
Like,
we can go ahead and bring up the Marvel movies again, and we'll go that route.
no.
Oh,
All right, moving right along. Altius asks, in your after show, you, or at least Hitman and Yont Dog, often talk about the top streamers and who you enjoy watching. With Shroud and Gothalion making the move to Mixer from Twitch this week, does it continue to legitimize Mixer as a viable competitor to Twitch? Do you think we'll see more big names emigrate from Twitch?
Yeah, this is a two-part question. Pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think it legitimizes Mixer big time. It definitely shows a lot of people like, oh, if these guys are willing to go there, like, what's Mixer all about? So I like how it's bringing more awareness to the platform. What about you guys?
Yeah.
I would agree with that. I think it has to do with a lot of different aspects besides just legitimizing the platform. But I think Twitch has made a lot of bad moves that have ticked a lot of people off. I'm honestly surprised Doc didn't move over, but then again, I'm not surprised because I feel like Twitch is his thing.
Let's split the two. Like, we'll talk about big
Yeah.
names after, but like, what do you think this means for Mixer?
I think
it's
great
good
things. I think that it's going to bring more viewerships here, and people are going to start searching more channels and finding more people. I think that our top channel anymore won't be a freaking music channel. It will be actually something else eventually, the biggest game or whatever. So it's definitely legitimizing the whole platform. I think that Mixer does have some growing pains that they're going to go through here the next 6 to 8 months because of bringing over these big streamers. And I think that a lot of people are really, really excited about what Mixer is doing, period. Not just with the big streamers, but I think that, when Goth comes over, he's going to bring a totally different community than Shroud does and Ninja does. They bring over the big time FPSs. Goth is going to bring over a totally different community, and he's going to help build different communities in Mixer. So I'm more excited about him coming over than the other two, to be honest with
Of all the people that came over, I feel like his community really fits in with the Mixer community.
you. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of his community members were already Mixer members, but I like his community. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if they're members, but I know there's a bunch of his friends that actually do other business business things with them that are already on Mixer. Plus, he has a bunch of people that he's friends with that are on Mixer that have moved over a while ago that are smaller streamers. By smaller, they maybe average maybe 100 if to 50, just depending on what it is. But I think that he's going to really help them grow, and I think he's really going to help like certain channels grow. Like Borderlands. I was playing on Borderlands, and I was like the top 10, and I'm like, how am I top 10 with 2 viewers?
Right.
And one of them was me, and I was like, this game is. And if you go over to Mixer, like literally, like it's in the top 10 over there, but over here it's like in the top 20. And you're like, how is it so far down? It's still a new game. There's still a lot going on. So I just really think that he's going to bring the FPS is definitely handled with Shroud and Ninja. They brought that crowd over. They're going to stay. They're going to have fun. They're going to dib in more with those games coming, especially with new launches, especially when next year and Halo comes out. It's going to be a big to-do. But Goth brings more I feel like in a community standpoint for what Mixer is, like Hitman said, Goth definitely brings it to the table for what Mixer needs and what Mixer wants to be. So
my big
these guys.
Go ahead.
Oh, you go ahead.
Well, so what I was quickly gonna say was like the one thing that I like about this whole thing happening with Mixer is I have a lot of like little features that I want in Discord or like here and there that they don't support Mixer. They only support Twitch. Like an example on Discord is it'll show a person's name when they're streaming and like what they're streaming and all that. That only works for Twitch. And like I've for years I've been like lobbying them to fucking include Mixer and YouTube and other people into it. So now that Mixer's up there, I hope they start seeing things like this and like starting to treat Mixer a little bit more equal. Like I know Streamlabs is like fully on board the Mixer train.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so I just want, when I say legitimize, I mean stuff like that. Like take Mixer serious, and I'm glad I'm glad this happened. I don't know. I'm happy.
See, I think that what we're going to see is, like Yant was saying, the growth of other streamers is going to come out of some of the Mixer original features. I think we're going to start seeing these big guys co-stream with other streamers that are their friends, and now that builds up that audience and builds up those guys, and those guys co-stream with other people when they're, and it becomes like a grassroots thing that just spreads out from there. So features like co-streaming are clutch for Mixer at this point. So I think that's really going to work well, and I really think that's a good.
Yeah, because they went. It's funny because Mixer did the co-streaming stuff, and they've had that for a while. But then Twitch tried to do it with their squads, and it just wasn't the same.
No, it's not the same thing. No.
But the only problem I have with the co-streaming is the chat is mixed, and I don't like that fact of it. But it does help out us. Like if a bigger streamer co-streams with a smaller streamer, it does help them get recognition, and it does help a lot there. So there's a lot of great aspects. Like I said, there's gonna be a lot of growing pains for Mixer, though. There's a few things that Ninja has said and Shroud has said that they're hoping they'll come soon. And Goth is one of those people that he will literally, not say he's gonna pick it apart, but he will literally help bring such cool features to this. I'm actually really excited about like what to see that the three guys that have come over here, and who else is going to come over soon.
Yeah,
so I bet you
let's talk
there's
going
to be more people coming.
Who do we
There's
think
going to be
is
some
next?
bigger streamers coming because they're fed up with Twitch. They're tired of it. They and they know it's another way to solidify them in history of being a content creator and just in general,
so
like as a gamer, It's different than esports. It's totally different, as an entertainer. Like you're a comedian now on not that they're funny, but some of them are, but it's like you're a comedian on your own like MTV, network station. Now you're on Twitch or Mixer and you're at your own station. You're an entertainer. So, it's really going to solidify that realm, especially for gaming too. So
yeah, these guys are our first MTV VJs, and they're breaking new ground. Everybody remembers those guys. Kurt Loder and the bunch. So I don't know. I do think some of the streamers that I would have liked to have seen come over from Twitch to Mixer have already gone to Facebook gaming before Mixer got huge. Yeah. Like I would have liked to have seen Melanie Mack over here. I think she would be a great asset for Mixer, but she does also a lot of PC gaming and she would have both of those groups on Mixer. So I don't know.
Well, like Shroud, that's all Shroud does. Shroud doesn't play on a console. He's only a PC player.
No, that's what I'm saying. You want to get people that are Xbox gamers and PC gamers. And technically you could get someone doing PlayStation games on Mixer too, because
people do. To be honest with you, people do.
So I don't know. I would like to see some of those people come back from Facebook gaming, but I also want Facebook gaming to be viable at the same time. Like, I think the more players there are in this, the better off it is for everyone, because then you have this escalating feature war where that's when that's why things got stagnant under Twitch, because they were the only game in town. And
they had YouTube, but YouTube is a different monster in itself. So I don't know what to say. Yeah, so you do have the four entities right now. So it'd be interesting to see what all four of them are going to do at this point. How's Twitch going to be? Because they've been pretty controversial lately. Like, I don't know if you guys seen a lot in the news that they've been banning these lady streamers the women streamers because they're showing too much. And like, how long has this been going on? And you guys are just now doing that.
Yeah.
All right, there. Finally gave out. I was like waiting for a chance to like fucking tell these guys like, hey, we need to restart fucking Skype. Okay, what is going on right now? And Skype is the worst, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just tell you. The worst. Alright, hold on. Oh boy. Talking about switching off of Skype earlier on. This is what we get. This is what we get. Fucking jinxed it.
Oh my gosh, why can't we
Oh.
have a show? Hey, there he is.
Someone's webcam flickered, and then Derek went away, and then nothing started working.
So for the last 5 minutes of the show, we could hear you talking, but your face was frozen in Skype, and then finally you just disappeared off of Skype.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I had
I saw
complete
Derek,
audio.
he kind of zoomed in and zoomed out, and then we kind of lost you right after
Yeah,
that.
someone's webcam flickered, and then that's when it happened. Like, I think it was Selden's cam, but I don't know.
Probably.
No, I'll take the brunt. It was my cam. We'll leave Selden alone right now, even though it's his fault anyways.
Wow, come
Wow.
on.
Oh,
Okay, wait.
it's so hard to do a show.
It's because we're using stupid Skype. I wish there was a
Yeah.
better platform.
All right. After the show, in the after show, we're going to research this other one in real time.
Let's do it.
I don't know if I can do that tonight.
Oh my
Well, the
god.
rest of us
I gotta
can.
go. I gotta go. I mean, we can keep going while I work on this.
Yeah.
All
You came
right.
back,
Well,
Roger. You're looking a little blurry, but I mean,
Hi, it's me.
it's me, Ayantio.
Yeah. Blue said Derek disappeared first on his screen. So
Yeah, that's when it started. Something.
Weird.
Someone's cam flickered, and then Derek disappeared because it switched the order.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. This will make for good editing. I gotta see how far we are in so I can remind myself.
20 minutes.
Remind me tomorrow at 8 a.m. 20 minutes in is when shit went bad.
Oh,
That-
Farfeniggle.
that coffee saucer on your wrist? What is that?
Oh my gosh, it's yours is the fucking
That's the
coffee
throwback.
saucer. Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on.
Oh, they-
I have the dinner plate. You
Blue
have the
added to the
coffee saucer.
FAQ. Selden's oversized Android watch.
It's a Garmin. It's not anything to do with Android.
That's because you have no standards. All of our shit is fucking uniform across the ecosystem.
All right.
All right. We're back, and we were talking about that, and I think we talked through that question, so I'm just going to wrap it up so we have a good
Oh, we
even
never
cut.
we never mentioned
Oh.
who do we think are more big names that'll migrate.
Oh,
No, that's literally what we talked about while you disappeared.
Like you were, dude, you were only gone for 30 seconds. I had audio the whole time.
Did you hear us talk about Melanie Mack?
Yes. But,
Oh, okay.
like,
So you did.
yeah, you're the only one I ever said anything. You mentioned one name. Like, what about everybody else? What do you guys think? Who else do you think is coming over? My biggest guess is going to be either Tim the Tatman, which has already hinted that he's coming over.
well, that would be my biggest guess.
Yeah,
One
and
of my
then the
biggest
other one
guess
be
there-
is like
I
Dr.
don't know.
Lupo.
He's kind of like the face of Twitch right now.
Who?
He's done a couple commercials for them specifically.
Ooh.
Tim the Tatman,
Oh no.
and he was their Twitch Person of the Year this last year. So,
His might be like a time-based thing. Like it might not be right away. It might be like
Oh, he might
January.
be locked into something.
yeah.
Tell you the truth, I think Microsoft is the one that's sniping these guys left and right. They're picking who they want when they want them.
Well, Doc already said they offered it to me first, which I don't know if that's true
Yeah,
or
so
not.
Doc is the one guy that I'm going to say is not going to go over.
No, he's not coming up.
Because at some point, you got to think, like, if they start picking off, like, all these people, who's left, right?
Yeah.
And then
it's
that
gonna
person
trickle
now
down.
becomes, and I think Doc sees it that way. And that's why I don't know.
Soda's not gonna come over. Summit's not gonna come over.
I want to see C&D the third go over.
Doc is
Not gonna come over.
Doc is one temp ban away from coming over. I guarantee you, he'll throw that down as soon as Twitch bans him again. That he'll be like,
no,
but
he
he's
likes
also
controversy. They give him like a smack on the wrist. He likes controversy. Are you kidding
Microsoft doesn't like that. They don't want that controversy. They don't want to be dealing with filming in bathrooms
because he would have brought so much viewership. And I don't think he was the only one they were offering on the table at the same time. I'm sure that Shroud.
I think they went after everybody.
Yeah, there was a shotgun approach.
So it wasn't like they were just like, oh,
that's
well,
why I think
Doc,
Tim the
you're
Tatman's on there because he's friends with all those guys. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think they're not going to hit some of the bigger streamers. I mean, well, I wouldn't say bigger streamers. I think they're going to hit some more of the midline, middle class type of streamers right now because they want to bring some people over that can build communities. I think I don't know who all that would be, but I think Goth was the first of them because he has such a strong community in several different communities. And the fact he's built his own convention, like literally they have an expo they do for gamers that's like TwitchCon. So he's actually competing with TwitchCon. So him coming over is even better for him.
Who knows? Maybe he'll help with MixerCon.
Well, that's the thing. That's the part of Mixer now. Mixer's going to come and they're going to support his thing even more. Yep. I guarantee they will.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
And Microsoft, it seems like they're more about the
Fuck, even Phil Spencer fucking tweeted Goth, man.
Yeah,
Shroud didn't get that.
Yeah, that's a mic drop. That's a mic drop right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's hard to say without actually like trolling through the list. But Tim the Tatman, I think, is probably depending on when, like it said, depending on how long his contract is for, or whatever's left. I think he'll come over, and I think a few of his other friends will come over too.
Think about it from this point of view, right? Ninja was the first.
Yeah.
And you got to think about who does Ninja play with? Like, who are his close friends?
Dr. Lupo.
They're all streamers.
Yeah.
You know for sure at some point they must have had a talk. Like, at some point offline. They were like, hey, how do we do this? Like, I'm sure it happened. I'm sure all four of those guys are, like, the biggest targets to go over.
Well, and the thing is, like, it's harder. It's not say it's harder for them to play with different streamers on different platforms, but it's not quite the same because you can't do the co-streaming with them. You can't as well. So a lot of that functionality there is missing. So I think that they will gravitate over if things start going well for all these people over here and they start building Mixer as a legitimate platform. Not to say it's not, it is, but once it's get built and actually competing with numbers a little bit better than they are now. They're starting to grow, but it's slowly but surely. So,
do you think they'll get a league guy over here soon, like a top league guy from Twitch?
Could be one of the next people.
I mean, because that's the area that they really haven't tapped a lot into is the League of Legends guys. So,
but maybe they don't care about that. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Like, if they could bring Riot over, because Riot is one of Twitch's big streams, like, that would be huge. You know what I mean? Like, bring the company stream over. Like, we're going for individuals, but you bring a corporate stream, like the Riot Games Twitch channel is huge. Or like Yant was saying, get a Summit or a Myth or one of those guys, and like, I don't know.
I don't think Summit's coming over. He's too OG with Twitch that it would be hard for, not to say Tim the Tatman isn't, but I don't know how much Summit really cares about all this anymore. You know, I hate to say it, but
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
know he
say
cares,
like
but
I don't
he doesn't.
I don't think
After he
Summit's in that
lost,
conversation at all. Like he you see from his tweets like he's thinking about not streaming anymore.
yeah.
What about
he
Myth?
lost- well, maybe. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. So
I don't think he's really that big. He was for a while, but I don't think he's quite as big. I don't think they'll bring over Tfue because Tfue brings a lot of Shroud cloudiness behind him. Not to say Shroud again, but cloudiness behind him.
well, he also had all that phase bullshit that went on where
That's
he's
what I'm
still
saying. There's a lot of that. So
Yeah.
it'd be interesting to see. It's
Yeah,
exciting.
we'll see.
It'd be nice to see if I grow my channel a little bit.
All right. Well, that was a good question, Alti, isn't it? If any of you have awesome questions or feedback like that, give us a call, 773-527-2961, or email us at podcast@tooltoplay.com. And on that, why don't we hop on over and what we're playing? Hey, what have you been playing this week?
I have been playing a bit of the Sea of Thieves Fort of the
is that a
Dam
movie?
event happening right now. It's the Halloween yearly seasonal event thingy going on. They have a new world event, and anyway,
Nice.
yeah, that's kind of cool. I've been
Skeleton
dabbling
parrots?
in.
They have skeleton parrots?
Yes, they do, and
Oh,
monkeys.
nice.
And monkeys. I've also been playing PUBG Mobile a lot
Are you
lately.
playing that? Are you playing that with the controller or Bluetooth?
No, I am playing because they don't fucking support the controller. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I thought everybody was supporting that now.
No. The list of supported games is very low. Surprisingly low, by the way.
Wow.
Like
Okay.
we're talking 12, maybe 15.
So you're playing this with touch?
Yeah, so I'm playing this with touch.
Yeah, this is
And
insane.
holy shit, am I fucking hooked? Like, I'm super. So I played this on my old phone, right? I had an iPhone 6s, and I would play it, and like it was okay. Like my phone would be like lava after like 5 minutes of playing.
At GPU.
And it was like a little sluggish, but whatever. It was like when the game first came out, so whatever. I played like a few matches and whatever. It was all right. But now that I have an 11 and I booted that thing up, and man, am I impressed with a mobile version of the game. Same with
I would
Fortnite.
have thought this would have come out of your mouth.
It's just I'm
Ever.
just so impressed that that these games can run so well on a phone, like even and with touch. Like touch is the worst, but they
Well,
managed to get it.
COD's got one
decent-wise.
too.
Yeah. I play a little bit of the COD one as well, but I'm just Anyway, I did a little bit of Fortnite, and I'm really liking the mobile versions of the games so far. And I played something else too. Trying to remember. Not Call of Duties. I didn't get Call of Duty.
Did you get back into
A little bit of Destiny. I think that's the third
Destiny?
one. Yeah. Play a little bit. My weekly shit in Destiny. That's it. What about you guys?
Yeah.
A crap load of Borderlands 3. Been playing a lot of the Blood Harvest this week or last week. I've been off almost a week and a half because of fall breaks and stuff. So, but played a lot of the Blood Harvest stuff. Really enjoyed it. I think it's good. Blue is asking our impressions. I think Blue, it's pretty good. I think it's very grindy. It's very, very grindy. And so I don't really want that much of a grind. But
like Sea of Thieves grindy or like Diablo
Destiny
3
grind?
grindy?
like Destiny grindy. like Destiny grindy.
New
So,
Destiny grindy or old Destiny grindy?
new Destiny grindy.
Okay. Okay.
Alright.
It's a lot of keep going to the same boss and grinding the boss. Grinding the boss. Trying to get that drop. Trying to get
That's
to
really
the-
what happened to Destiny right now. You guys know about that? Like the Nightfall is basically you have to do Nightfall like 5 times in a row. Like, it's so stupid.
This is the same way. You have to beat this one boss 25 times. So like to get a chest. So
That's the definition of grindy. Yes.
Yeah.
So it's a little too grindy for me, but I do like it. I think it's really cool what they did with it. Still love the game. been playing a lot of mobile games as well. Still, the Wizard United's been playing a little Pokemon Go just because I wanted to get all the. I'm still missing one. I haven't found a gym yet that's been doing Charizard with his costume, but I've got all the rest of them. Let's see what else I've been playing. Played a little Apex last night. I enjoy Apex. I think it's a really good. Really
their
good game.
update.
Derek, I think you would
their
like
latest-
it, to be honest with you.
Their latest
it's
update's
kind of
really
a
good.
Halo-esque with a bigger map, but I think you would like it.
It's more Call of Duty, I think. Like the gunplay.
Yeah,
Well,
probably.
it's made by the Titanfall guys, right? Like, and they make Call of Duty. So
Yeah.
anyway,
So
I think you would like it, Derek. I agree.
played the old COD. Haven't played the new COD yet. I'm still on the edge if I want to buy it or not. So
I mean, if you haven't bought
I
it
probably
already,
will eventually. Do what?
if you haven't bought it already,
Yeah, I know that's.
Wait, it'll be on sale soon.
yeah,
we'll,
like,
we'll see how it goes. I don't know. I've been Borderlands is keeping me busy. Plus the Wizard Unite, I've actually been hardcore doing stuff for that and preparing for their Halloween event and all kinds of stuff coming up. So,
Yeah.
how about you, Derek?
Nice. Well, why don't we go to Selden first?
Yeah.
That's why he's
Yeah,
making that
come
sad
on,
face at you.
Skipping
Yes.
me.
Yeah.
I have also been playing
Oh.
a lot of the Borderlands 3. That's what most of my gaming's going through. Still working through the regular main mission. I don't get a lot of time to dump into it all in one sitting, but loving the shit out of that game. Then I downloaded that new Game Pass game for Xbox, The Outer Worlds.
Single player.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the biggest freaking gripe I have about that game is I keep waiting. I'm like, this needs multiplayer. This needs other players in here with you.
Yeah.
But it's just it's good. It's a solid game.
People
yeah,
love it.
There's
Yeah.
a big buzz around that game. I'm actually surprised
Yeah.
it's not in the new releases list.
Mm.
But I mean,
uh,
it's from the amount of time I've dumped into it so far, which hasn't been a lot. It's solid. The gameplay, the controller mechanisms, the RPG aspect is a little cumbersome up front, but once you get past that, the gameplay is good. I'm missing that multiplayer aspect that you feel should be in that game.
Mhm.
Also playing a lot of the Pogo, the Wizards Unite, and Poker Stars VR. So
did you do the new raid?
I have not done the new raid yet.
Wait, raid?
For
Yeah,
what?
raid. Yeah, raid. Pokemon Go.
Oh,
Yeah,
The
with
new,
Pokemon Go, is anybody buying that special ticket event?
No.
No.
I'm like,
Where is
I
it?
looked at.
I think that game is gonna fizzle itself out here pretty soon. To be honest
Yeah.
with you.
Where is it?
I'll tell you.
the
What's
Pogo
that?
event's anywhere. You
Oh.
can. It's a ticket to activate the event anywhere you are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
That'd be kinda
obviously I've been playing Borderlands 3. Tiff was gone for the week, and I played with Tiff and Mr. GMS. So she was gone. Pulled down World War Z. And
Wait a
GVMS
second.
Oh,
I didn't see
whoa.
this. What?
Yeah. GVMS and I played a shitload of World War Z last week, and that game is pretty fucking fun.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting that game when it first came out. Is it
Yeah,
Are you
good?
playing on
It's-
PC or playing on Xbox?
Yeah, there's only one
On
right next to
Xbox,
this.
it's part of Game Pass.
God damn
No.
it.
It's
Oh, is it part of Game Pass?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
free.
Is it not?
So you can.
Can you get it on PC on Game Pass?
I have no
yeah.
idea.
I'm sure.
But GVMS is a console-only guy, so we played on Xbox One X, and it was
You gotta
pretty
dump
awesome.
'em. You got GMS. Just get dumped.
So that was pretty fun. Yeah, played a bunch of nights of that. Selden tried to convince us out of that to come help him with some fucking thing he was doing in Borderlands, and we just
Yeah.
ignored him. Then,
Sheldon,
thanks.
you can always shoot a text or something to me, and I'll jump out and play with you.
and
All right,
then,
thanks, man.
then for the Niantic mobile games, I will tell you, like, for a guy that was so hardcore on Pokemon Go, I phone in Pokemon Go every day. That is
You voted in.
Yeah, at
yeah.
least you
I go
opened it.
in, I spin my Pokestop, and I catch one Pokemon a day, and that is
Oh,
about
boy.
it. Because Wizards Unite is the better of the two games at this point. So I went
Because
through.
it gives you all the daily challenges. Plus, it's got all I mean, there's so much to do in the game.
Oh yeah.
Still.
So like we had the last 3 weeks, we had the 2 parts of the Brilliant event. I finished both of those parts on both of my accounts, and when you finish both of them, it unlocks a third thing, and I finished that
Which
on
was
both
awesome.
as well.
It had an
Yeah.
extra thing, which was
Yeah.
cool.
So I finished that on both of my accounts. I'm loving that game. And then I have my spare time game when you're sitting on the couch and you don't need to pay attention. That's Toon Blast. But yeah, I got a pretty good mix. And I picked up Call of Duty. I haven't played that yet. That's my game for when GBMS and I are playing with Tiff. And then she has to go to bed at some super obscenely early time from Borderlands. And now we have a game to play after that. So
That's because she's on European time.
that's going to be Call of Duty for us. So, but yeah, I bought the middle edition of Call of Duty, not the $100 version, but like the $80 version. So, so yeah, looking forward to playing that because I love those Call of Duty games. So.
Yeah, you let me know, Derek, if you like that. And I might jump on with you and Mike to play that because I'm interested in it, but I'm still like, yeah, it's another Call of Duty game. Like,
Yeah, but see, my favorite Call of Duty games were Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare
for sure.
2. So yeah,
for sure. Watching Shroud play it reminds me of the days. I mean, I'm not as good as Shroud by any means.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the days when I used to play. Just the gameplay of it.
See, I've been avoiding all gameplay spoilers for this game because I'm trying to keep it,
I just mean multiplayer. I don't think Shroud's played
yeah.
the campaign. I don't think he's ever going to play the campaign.
Okay.
Now, the campaign is not a remake of the original Modern Warfare, or
Yeah.
it's a re-envisioning of the original.
That's what I heard. It's a re-envisioning. Yeah, yeah. So that's why I didn't need any spoilers for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't know. I don't know. It's been so long since I've actually bought and played a Call of Duty game. I probably should get back to one of them. So
Might as well. All right. Well, on that, why don't we segue on over into the new releases? First new release out this week is out for the Switch, and it's Luigi's Mansion 3. And apparently this shit is the bomb.com, and everybody is jizzing loads over this game.
Did you ever play 1 or 2?
I played the first Luigi's
Yeah,
Mansion.
I played the first one. I really liked the first one. I never got a chance to do the second one because I think it was a Wii U game, right?
It was either, I think it was Wii U.
Yeah, it was a Wii U game.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, so I didn't do the second one. I honestly can't remember the last time I played anything on the Switch, but good thing we have two of them.
And a PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
Would you upgrade yours or like trade yours in to get the new version
The version that,
with the
The
better
lower-
battery?
the
And...
light one. Yeah.
yeah, but it's missing other things though. Like it's
No, not the mini. There's a new version of the Switch. You know this, right? It has a battery that's twice as much capacity.
yeah, but if you're
Little
not
tiny
if you're not
improvements.
playing it, I don't need like
I know. I'm just saying.
I don't use the battery either way. I probably
It can
wouldn't
sit
trade.
there longer before it
I-
dies out completely.
Like mine sits on the dock all of the time. Like it's literally 100% battery 100% of the time.
Yeah, I play the Switch, but my kids play it more. This one's definitely on my kids' list. We'll get this. I'll play through some of it, but the kids are definitely want to play this Luigi's Mansion 3. So
Yeah, I'm going to avoid getting this because I know that they're going to be knee deep in Pokemon Sword and Shield once that comes out next month or whatever.
oh yeah, that one's on the list too.
And Mario Sonic go to the Olympics. That's coming out.
No, pass.
Yeah,
It's
I'm going
dumb.
to skip that.
You guys are saying that's dumb. That's one of the most anticipated Switch games of like the last 6 months.
I loved Mario and Sonic Olympics back in whatever it first came out. And I
When
just
you
don't-
were a kid? Yeah.
I just
That's
don't
why
think-
kids like it. See? Yes, yeah. So
It'll be interesting to see, but no, I'm not. Nothing for that one.
all right.
Yo,
Well,
where is
that-
World War Z sold, by the way? It's driving me bonkers.
It's not on Game Pass on the PC right now.
It's on Game Pass on the Xbox. So
Yeah, I can't find it on the thing. I did find Outer Worlds. There is a PC version of that.
and then
Yeah, go
that
on.
was my only new release, but Hit wanted us to put on last week's new release of Call of Duty
It's
Modern
not
Warfare.
last week's. It was 3 days ago, man.
It
Okay,
was-
listeners, please, somebody write in and tell Derek that if a game comes out 3 days ago, you want to hear about it. Especially
If we had
the
a show
biggest
last week, it
game
would have been
of
talked
the
about
year.
on last week's show.
biggest game of the year.
All right. Call
The
of Duty
Outer
Modern
Worlds came out
Warfare.
last Friday too.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. That's why neither of them were talked about. So Outer Worlds, single
Outer
player
Worlds is probably
RPG.
up for Game of the Year this year. Like, God, somebody write in, please. He doesn't believe us.
So am I the only
Derek,
one,
right
of the
in,
four of
dang
us-
it.
Am I the only one of the four of us that bought Call of Duty Modern Warfare?
Yes.
Yes, for right
Yeah,
now.
but let me set the record straight. I want that game. I just don't have any time to play all these games right now. Like Red
games
Dead's
all
out
time.
next week.
Oh my God, Red Dead!
Yeah, Red Dead's next week. So is Death Stranding. So Star Wars is like a week later. Like it's just fucking crazy time right now.
Red Dead is just a letdown. Don't even sweat that.
Yeah, well,
Red Dead is awesome. I loved it.
Red Dead's a
can't wait to
fucking-
play that game at 4K 144 hertz.
Oh, it's still gonna
Oh.
be pretty.
I should go take a big shit in the toilet and call it Red Dead, and it'll be better than Red Dead.
That's gross.
I know.
Especially if it's red.
That's really gross. Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
that's.
ignore- don't-
I think your body's trying to tell you something by then.
Yeah.
It's like stop eating
Go
Red
to the
Dead.
doctor, buddy.
Yeah.
You need to go to the doctor.
Yeah,
that
that's
game
called
was
blood in your
terrible.
poo, buddy.
Either that or you've been eating too many Twizzlers. Red M&Ms.
Oh, believe me, I would trade tons of bodily problems to never see Red Dead 2 again. That game was shitty.
Oh, so Blue's writing in a new release is any
Thank
game
you,
released since
right?
the last show.
That's
Okay.
what I told him before
No,
the show
no,
started.
All right, so let's take a step back here, Blue. So thank you for your comment that a new release is any game released since your last show, because there were episodes of the show where we took 2 weeks off and I had the new release list up and hits like, why are we talking about that game? That came out 2 weeks ago. And I was like, well, it came out
'Cause it
after our
was-
last show. And so it only matters to hit if it's a game he likes that came out
No.
between the shows.
No.
Yes.
Well, you got to use a little bit of discretion. Like when it's Call of Duty, you know, Outer Worlds is one that's like maybe on the fence.
You don't have to convince me. I'm going back to my old fucking method where it's every game since the last show. Fuck you guys. Boom, done. It's all set. That's what we're doing. That's
So
what
then
it
you
always
should have
was
you
till
should have put
lost
like
games.
fucking 3 weeks worth of games in here.
That's what
Not
I used to
not
do. and you
Luigi's
used to
Mansion 3. Like what? Like oh my
whine.
god.
You whined so hard. It was like the ultimate bitch
User-
mode. So I stopped
some
doing it. So now we're
discretion.
back to that.
Use discretion.
My
Hit
discretion
was
is
wrong.
all.
Blue said
Yes.
hit was wrong.
Yes, hit was wrong. Yes. So we're back to the old method. And on that, why don't we hop on over into gaming news? First story. Who wants one?
I'll take one. Let's see, which one do I want? I went through a couple of these. I'm not taking the Stranded game. Tiff's not here, so I'm gonna drop that one off.
I'll take that one after you're done.
Okay. I'll talk about the Overwatch. So Overwatch 2 may debut at BlizzCon with a greater focus on story, which is really interesting that they're going that direction. I can see it. They have a really good when they bring out a new character, they always have a good storyline to that character. So this is going to be interesting to see how there's more news than just this article talking about this, but it's definitely, I can see that it's about time for an Overwatch 2. When we get it, we don't know, but I
You think
this
it'll
is
be like a proper sequel, or you think it'll be like
A 1.5.
season 2? You know, like
I think
They've
it'll be
been-
like a season 2
you don't think it'll be
with
brand new.
more like what they call story mode, which is be kind of like, you know,
So it won't be like
There's-
Destiny 1, Destiny
There's
2.
been a lot of hints that they're going to have a story mode in Overwatch 2 that's been flying around for a while.
Because
Well, yeah.
all of Overwatch's story was told from either A, new character releases, or B, web comics and web videos. Like, it was never in the game. The game doesn't have any of the story except the beginning part when Winston's like, hey, look at me, I'm a fucking talking monkey, and I'm doing shit, and it's awesome in Overwatch. Like, other than that, like, the rest of the story was told on the web.
Yeah, I think they've flushed out the interrelationship between the characters well enough that I think they're ready, and I think it's going to be huge if they put a single, that story mode into that game. So
I
That's-
think
that's
they
what
should have
Destiny
all
1
new
was.
characters. I don't think they should bring back any of their old characters. I
So
think they
you're
should
create
have
a
all new
whole-
characters. Yeah.
That's too much work because this
No way.
instantly has to
I
know it's not
has to
gonna happen,
drop
but I
into
think it's
Overwatch League. So
Yeah, they gotta
now
have
you have
that.
to create 16 new characters and balance them all and drop it into Overwatch League. Not going to happen. And we're still all discounting the fact
that maybe no one is going to show up at BlizzCon because Blizzard are a bunch of bitch cunts.
No, I don't think so, dude. All those tickets were sold so much earlier.
I know, but people aren't going to go. They're going to eat it to show
You
them.
think people are gonna eat thousands of dollars? Like, I don't think so, dude. All that stuff was pre-paid.
Made the most massive error of errors with this.
No,
okay?
we're not dismaying that, but like, you buy plane tickets, hotel rooms, passes like way in advance.
No, but
that's a lot of money to be like, fuck, I'm not going.
Yeah, I don't.
I think people are gonna go and just be like,
see an impact. I guarantee you, there's gonna be some impact there.
We'll see.
Well, you might see some kind of showing. I think it's going to be outside the show floor, but
I think the only thing you're actually gonna see is like booing or outroar in like the crowds. Like, other than that, like, you know, when they announce Overwatch 2, I don't think you're gonna hear like, oh my god. You might hear like a bunch of booing in the back. Like, who knows?
Kind of like Trump at the World Series last night.
Yes.
Like
That's
that.
a good one.
Yeah.
Let's not being political into this, okay?
I think this Overwatch Season 2, whatever this thing is, mode is coming out, is geared more to be like, what are other
campaign?
Yeah, like what other games that had similar names? They had no multiplayer. It was just all PvE, but it was basically
Titanfall
started as Titanfall was
PvP,
Titanfall.
and
no, not
it
Titanfall.
It was just multiplayer, and then the
Like,
second one came out with a story mission.
No. I'm talking about games just like Overwatch. It's like multiple classes, all like special characters. You
There
go
was
around.
that shitty one that came
There's
out.
Battleborn, and there was another one.
Yeah, Battleborn's the one that came out at the same time and died. Then we have
Multiplayer? Paladins and like stuff like that. Like
Paladins, the one that Epic crushed and pretended they never made and gave everybody their money back.
I think this is
we have
more.
We have that one
that
that LB was playing for a while.
Yes. This is great radio.
Yeah.
Anyway,
this is great.
We know.
Thinking, yes, yeah.
We know what we're talking about. Smite.
Smite.
Yeah,
Smite is the one I was thinking of. Yep.
Yeah. So I just think this is more of a move to take up that space that's now empty because all those guys,
shut down or
suck.
I don't know. I think they're gonna fail in the story part.
Yeah. Oh, I don't doubt it.
And also, like, another thing that goes along with this is maybe their multiplayer numbers are going down and they're trying to like bring people back. Who knows? There's a lot of
they
factors.
guaranteed have gone down.
Yeah,
they're trying to maintain the Overwatch League as like a premier esports thing, and their game is what, like 72 years old at this point? like that game is stale. Remember when we all used to play that together? And now we don't really because it's old.
It came out 3 years ago.
It's before I redid my basement. I used to sit over there. Now I sit over here. It's
May 24th, 2016.
3 years ago is forever in video games. Okay? How many other 3-year-old games do you play?
Fortnite.
Halo.
Fortnite
PUBG.
Isn't 3 years old.
Fortnite is
PUBG.
Super old, dude.
Alexa, when did Fortnite come out?
The game Fortnite was released in 2018.
2018.
No.
That was when it was.
It came.
It was in.
It was in beta for years. It was out and not even a battle royale for years. Well, maybe a year. Before it became a battle royale. Like people forget, and I think I could group you into this, that where Fortnite came from. Fortnite didn't start off as a battle royale game.
Fortnite was a piece of shit at the beginning until they copied
and it
PUBG.
came out years ago. Years.
Yeah, Fortnite's anomaly. We can't. It's a totally anomaly in the gaming world right now. Like that one's not even contested anything.
Needless to say, no one's playing games from 2016. That's all the point I'm getting at. All right.
I would kind of agree with that. People are moving forward. Some people are
PUBG,
playing them, but
Halo
not very
5.
It's like all the shitbirds that play League. Fucking bunch of mindless drones. All right, next story.
All right. Death Stranding is coming to PC in 2020.
Surprise,
surprise. Kojima Productions' Weird Delivery Man action game is no longer a PS4 exclusive. It launches on the Sony console.
It's a game.
November, we'll be able to get our hands on it when it comes to the PC in 2020. I just think it was great news personally because I do want to pick this game up and find out what the F it is. And I think now that it's coming to PC, I don't have to go out and borrow or buy a PlayStation, even though I should.
And this is huge for us because then we can all definitely watch the easy mode together on stream one time.
But I think that this was a known quantity in the Nolan household that we were picking this game up on PS4, but it's glad that you guys without PlayStations can now also pick this up. Because obviously Tiff, she's like, pre-order it now, like 6 months ago. So we obviously have this coming because she's the Stranding correspondent for Tool to Play. It is her genre. Like some of us are first-person shooters, some of us are rhythm games, some of us are whatever. She is the Stranding games expert of the group. So
I just love further on in the article. It says, if you're not following closely, take a quick look at this briefing trailer and you'll probably leave you with more questions.
Yeah. No matter what you watch about this game, no matter who explains it to you, none of us know anything about Death Stranding.
Did you hear about Conan O'Brien being in the game?
Oh, how he got they superimposed him in the game? Yes.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah, he's a big fan of Stranding games, obviously. So.
The moment that Selden posted that in Discord today is when I decided I wasn't buying this game for PS4.
Wow.
Like
because if Selden's in, you're out. That's
no, I was on the fence.
Selden's in, I'm out. Yeah.
I was on the fence. I'm like, man, I really want to play that game, but there's so much shit to fucking game right now. I don't want to just buy it. And
but it's in 2020.
Yeah, it's 2020. Who knows? If it comes out in like summer of 2020, that's the perfect time for a Stranding game. And
it won't. It'll come around Halo and be crushed.
Like, how are you going to know if you like the Stranding game genre unless you play a Stranding game?
I still want to know what it is.
That's really most of the reason why all of us are buying it, because none of us understand. Do I like Stranding games? I have no fucking idea, but I'm balls deep on day one, baby! Like, who knows? But Death Stranding will be played in the Nolan household, so...
You sound like Selden with Stradia.
No, his Stadia bullshit is insane, and they keep losing people left and right. Everybody's calling this the snake oil of the next generation. So, but there's no Stadia stories tonight, so we won't even go into that.
No hate for that.
Good.
Except that my mouse hovered over the cancel order multiple times this past week.
Well, you should have clicked it. All right, I'm going to take a story.
I'm doing it for the fans.
Xbox All Access financing returns for Project Scarlet upgrade option. Now, this actually goes along with when I was trying to convince Selden that he needed to get a PlayStation 4 today, and Hit was like, that's the dumbest thing ever. Microsoft now, the second time around, has done this amazing thing, which really makes it like, because everybody knows these consoles are coming out next year. So who the fuck is going to buy their kids or anyone a console this holiday season? So what Microsoft does is they have this like payment plan thing where you get the console and you get Game Pass.
2 years, right?
Yeah, it's 24 months. Like, why would anyone buy? Okay.
No. But you're not in for 24 months, and you get Game Pass and Xbox Live as part of this thing every month. If you add up the costs of the things you're getting, it costs less than the console and Game Pass and Xbox Live. And when Project Scarlet comes out, it's like your phone. You turn this thing in and you get Project Scarlet for the upgrade cost. So it lets them sell consoles for another year when, for all intents and purposes, console sales are dead because people know the next gen console is coming out. This is genius.
But if it's anything like the last time that they did this, they're not going to include the new system until like year 6, like how they did last time.
No, this is day one for Project Scarlet.
Where does it say that?
It may not be in the story.
When it says once Microsoft launches Project Scarlet next holiday season, you'll be able to upgrade to the company next gen console, providing you.
This is different from the last service that they had.
Purchase.
This is different from the last service that they had then, because the last it was just for the 360. Or
it was the three. It was the
360,
Xbox One to the X, or the 360 to the Xbox One, whatever it was.
Yeah.
So this one, if you buy the Xbox One X version today, as long as you've made 12 payments, which will be next October.
18.
No. It's 12 if you get the X. That's the last paragraph of the article.
Okay.
If you get the Xbox One X and you
Right.
make 12 payments, which
Right.
is next October, that means that when December comes around, or November, which is usually the console release time, you can upgrade to the Scarlet, and your kid has had a console for a year. And you have Game Pass and Xbox Live. Like,
This is genius. This is how they're gonna finance people buying the next console, which is technically a PC, and how they're gonna make the prices higher. It's what they're gonna do. It literally, because it's a new 24-month finance contract on the new system.
Well,
my gosh.
they've always, but that's what phones have switched to too.
I know.
Yeah, like
Nobody
Apple. I
buys
was
their
about to say it's
phone
like the
anymore.
Apple
the norm
plan,
for
right?
electronics.
It's the new thing. As soon as prices of these things went sky high, like, if there was ever a day you thought we'd be paying $1,200 for phones, you would have been like, "Fuck you! I pay $300 for my phone and a 2-year contract."
Okay,
No.
so I'm gonna call it now. The next Xbox is gonna be $9.99.
What?
No, this thing is still Scarlet. The high-end Scarlet is still coming out at $599 or $499.
If you're doing, then why would you need to finance it for 24 months?
Because not everybody's rolling in the Benjis like us, motherfucker. Like, some people can't
Yeah.
afford this shit. Not everybody has 7 Xbox Ones in their house, okay?
I don't have
Like,
7, I only have 3. Okay.
okay, I have 7. Like, I have one that just sits in a games case and only gets used like a week a year. So, like, it's not everybody is like us, man. Like,
I agree, but like
people have to skimp on their game budget. Some people are in college.
But people go buy the new iPhone all the
people
time,
go to
and the new
Starbucks every day.
Samsung, and
Yeah,
like
like,
the new
people
TV.
They
and
don't
like
prioritize right, okay?
that's
like-
what this is the same thing. I telling you, it's gonna be okay. I'm on the fence here. I'm just telling you right now, it's gonna be $9.99.
No, that's crazy talk. That's crazy talk.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
If it is, we're still buying 2. Either way, like it doesn't matter. Like, whatever it is, we're buying it. Like, I have, now I'm down to like a week away when I get my fucking 2 Gen 2 fucking Elite controllers coming in for me and Tiff that we pre-ordered the day those were announced.
You're
Like,
gonna finance an Xbox for 2 years.
I'm
The
not going
interest
to.
rate
I'm
on
gonna
that's gonna be so stupid.
no,
Like,
there's
oh
a
my
0% interest rate on that, yacht.
you think?
No, there's no upsell on that. It's just to get people in the ecosystem. That's the beauty of the same way the phones work. There's no
Think about when a
upsell on
console
phone
first
games.
comes out. Like, the biggest problem is the price. Because when these consoles come out, the price
They
is
come out
like,
the highest price they will ever be.
Think
Yes.
back to the PlayStation 3. Like, when that thing came out,
$699.
it was ridiculously expensive, and a lot of people didn't get it because they didn't want to shell out that money. It wasn't until later on down the generation when it was cheaper that people started buying it. This way, at least I think they see that way, that maybe this will get more people into the front door if they can finance it. I mean, I know for myself.
2 years.
Hold on, I know for myself, I didn't buy the last. I went from an iPhone 6 to an 11. It wasn't because I didn't want to get the phone. It was, price had a lot to do with it, especially the last phone. Like, how am I gonna drop $2,000 on a phone? Like just how Derek said, the last one I bought was $300. It just seemed like such
That's
an
what I'm saying.
irresponsible
My price
purchase.
is unheard of. They jumped the phone price that much. They went from a normal plan where you could trade in for free, technically, to you did a payment plan through X amount of time for a phone that is over $1,000. So what makes you think that they won't do the Xbox the same way?
Okay, but even if they do, like,
This will be the
the
same plan that they had before.
Yeah, but it's the same as the phone plans. There's no interest on these, Jan. These are literally divided.
Regardless, then there's no reason they can't do a $1,000 console. Like at that point.
Okay, but they also have to be able to sell to the people that don't want to go on a payment plan and just want to buy it outright.
Right.
Like,
and they will. Those people will buy them. Those.
no, they won't. There's a certain expectation for console price, as we learned from the PlayStation 3,
Right.
that $599 is
Too much. Too much.
unless you're selling your premium version of the console. That's why I had 2 Xbox One X's on day one. It was premium priced, but it was worth the premium price. I could have got an Xbox One S and had the half-ass 4K just for video. But no, I knew what I needed. I knew I needed it day one, and it was not insane.
I don't know.
The PlayStation 3 lost the generation war because of that. It stumbled out of the gate, and it only caught up towards the end. But like, imagine if they came out not stumbling. That's what Xbox One is trying to do right now. They knew that they're in second and third place right now, and like they need to come out of the gates swinging. And this is a way for them to do that.
And this is your worst holiday season when everyone knows your next console is coming, not this Christmas, but the next one. So what better way to sell your consoles is be like, hey,
no, I agree with
you're
this.
in and
I
you
agree
have
with
an instant upgrade path to the new thing.
Yeah.
So
I agree with
buy
that
now
completely.
and get later. Like, this is genius.
Yeah,
This is-
and
and
that's
PlayStation does not have this.
one of the things I've been saying about the PlayStation.
console, though.
I've been saying, like, why would anyone that has a PS4 want to get a PS5 if it just can't, you just bought this thing? Like, one of my buddies at work is that I just bought a PlayStation 4 and now I hear about a 5 and I'm like, fuck, why did I buy this thing? Now this way, they'll buy it and then trade it in. And get a new one.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with the console price. This is a great plan. I thoroughly, hands down, agree with it. I think it's an awesome marketing strategy. It's an awesome strategy to sell consoles this year, to sell another console for them next year. But I think the price will be higher than that because I think the power and stuff they're putting in these things and the way the phone plans are going, I think it's going to be more the norm that we're going to see payment plans and the higher prices on the
why
console.
would you pay $1,000 for a console?
Why would you pay $1,000 for a phone?
But in an ecosystem where I can spend just a little bit more and have a supercomputer, like the phone and marketplace compared to the PC and console gaming industry is like completely different.
Yeah,
like spending $1,000 on a console, why would I do that? I'll just build a PC and it'll be even more powerful.
You could exactly.
That's what's always been the problem with PC and console, is that like, why am I going to spend all this money if I can just spend all that money on a PC?
Let's make some price predictions then. Let's set a reminder so we can come back.
This will be fun.
Yeah.
For 12 years from now,
No. Alexa, remind me November 1st, 2020. Episode 417 has our price predictions.
I think it'll be the same price
as
same price that came out.
I think we're going to see there's going to be 2 versions of the Xbox. So I'm going to go $399 and
what was the price first of all when it came out? That we should really know that one. Because I think it'll be the same price.
$499. Wow, that's
no, I'm going to go $399 and $599 for the low end and the high end Scarlet.
Okay.
And for the PlayStation, I'm going to go $499.
What's the price of the
there's 2
Pro?
versions of the PlayStation coming out too, right? Didn't they already announce that?
What's the price of the Pro?
I don't think they'll come out with the second PlayStation until later. So, and the price of the Pro is the same price as the PS4 when it came out. They just lower the price of the PS4.
Yeah, that's right. That's my number. It'll be the same price. They won't go any higher. Yeah, they won't go any higher than that.
Okay.
Maybe if they're doing the multiple SKUs, I actually don't know about multiple SKUs. I could be $499, $599 then.
Okay.
I'm going $399. You have to have that $400 price point.
Okay. Solid.
I'm going $499, $599 for the Xbox and the Xbox Elite, whatever they want to call it, Scarlet
Pro edition.
I think I think that
Xbox Pro
personally, I
Max.
think if they go much more than that, they're already going to take a loss on these things, and I think they have to place themselves at that position because they know that we're the oddity. We buy these consoles for ourselves. I think that most of the people out there that are going to be buying these consoles coming out day one are going to be parents buying it for their kids or their 20-something-year-old kid. I think that if you see a price higher than that, you're going to have a lot of parents, grandparents, or whatever coming out, saying, "No, you're not ready for that." So
I don't want any of those toilet kitchen gun grenades. Thank you for coming in the chat, Epic. I appreciate it.
Blue
Hang
has
out and just tell us.
Blue's going $4.99 for the top model of both.
Okay, so here's my pricing point. If we're gonna do it at cheater pricing, I'm gonna say $7.99 and $9.99.
Holy shit!
$200 difference.
Yant has smoked the most
This
crap.
thing's gonna do your
that
laundry
anyone
for
has
you.
ever smoked. This thing is gonna blow you when you're bored. It's like
You know how
there's
many
no-
things that we
I have
buy
no
nowadays
games to
that
play.
I wish
Shall I
that
blow
did
you,
more than
Jan?
it does, and I spend all the crappy money for? Like I wouldn't be surprised. It's a new generation coming out. There's a big wave coming in gaming. I
can't wait for this episode next year. Like it's a year and a month away. But
I have no
can't
problem
wait.
being wrong. There
I
always
can't
has to be
wait
the
till we go back to
outsider,
John's
the guy on the other side of the coin.
Oh,
It's usually you, Derek. I'm just being that guy this time, okay?
oh, you are that guy this time.
That's fair,
Like,
that's fair.
everyone is looking at you like you're insane.
Probably
That's
I
fair.
am insane. That's the problem with
Like
that.
even Selden. Right now, Selden looks like a pirate with like a big red earring hanging out of his ear. But why is your earbud not in your ear?
because my wife came home and I was having a discussion with her when I had the camera muted.
Yeah,
How dare
Sorry.
you?
Okay, moving on.
All right, next story.
Next story.
All right, I'll do it. Beta testers sued by Epic Games for leaking Fortnite Chapter 2 details.
Fuck yeah.
I'm surprised Derek didn't take this one because it's like a perfect don't break NDAs, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm always careful not to break NDAs. For
Exactly.
this
I'm
exact-
surprised you
now
didn't
you know
take
you
the
can get
story.
sued.
Yeah. So apparently, somebody leaked some details of the Chapter 2 before it was released,
Yeah, the
and
game- he even
Epic
leaked
Games
the
is not
map.
happy. What?
Yeah, he leaked the whole map too.
You know what's funny? Like, I didn't see any of this leak. Like,
Yeah, I don't think anybody cared. They were all
I
just too
saw
busy
this
wrapped up, and they're like, "I can't believe it! All
did
got
he
sucked
leak
in."
it and nobody believed him? Was that the case? Because I didn't hear anything about this.
You know what's
I-
funny? It's funny, even if it leaked or whatever, the map that I saw Tfue had, and it was a fake map that somebody created a long time ago, looked exactly the same as the map that they have now. They just have changed a few areas just a little bit. So I don't know if it really this is kind of dumb.
I don't know. When I sign an NDA for these things, I'm always careful not to talk about them on the show, and it's for this exact reason because they said that the damages for this guy are in the hundreds of thousands of dollars.
That's it.
Oh yeah,
Really?
it's serious. NDAs are this guy's an idiot for sure.
Yeah.
But
I was
This
expecting
guy,
millions.
no, because they know what someone can pay.
Right.
So
All right.
I don't know.
Guy's an idiot. Next story.
That's how you're wrapping up. No,
Yeah.
I just think that if you sign an NDA, you have to and I'm used to these because when Tool to Play used to do news stories on the homepage, like these things they give you you're under embargo to such and such a date, and in those days it was like, well, then we won't give you any more news if you leak it early. But now everything's so litigious, like you can't afford to break out news about these things. You have to make sure you word things correctly if you're going to talk about stuff, and you definitely cannot leak actual information from the game. That's fucked up. So I don't know. I think he deserves it. The guy is literally a beta tester. He doesn't get paid. He got to play something for free early, and he took advantage of it, and fuck him.
He's a
So,
hero
yeah,
in my
that
eyes.
dumb.
You know how badly I wanted to tell people about Sea of Thieves when I was testing shit? Like, man, it took a lot out of me.
I know. We did
He's
it
a-
on the show.
he's
You
a
and I were
hero.
both.
We've pushed
doing
you
the
lots of
insider
times
stuff.
to give us info on that too, and you,
There was
hero.
times
you didn't crack.
Kit and I were both on the insider, and we both knew stuff, and we didn't say anything to any of you guys. So
And Derek is the king of not saying anything too, because I mean we pushed the shit out of Derek on all his tips that he's been playing.
you guys
So.
were pushing me on Halo. You were pushing me on.
Aha! We got verification.
We got it. We got him. He's playing
got him.
Halo. You heard him.
We got him.
No, I didn't even say that. Like you guys
He was-
thought I was playing Halo.
Oh,
He's talking about Halo
backtracking.
Oh, we got him.
Halo 2.
Backtracking.
No, you guys thought I was playing Halo, and you kept pushing me on Halo. Let's just
The
fix
original
this now,
Halo.
guys. Yeah,
The original Halo?
Thanks for helping me. Yeah, you guys were pushing me, and I did not give in.
Yeah.
So,
So how's Halo going?
all right, next story.
Who's got the next one? I don't like any of these.
And I'll take it.
I guess I'll take the Ubisoft severely cuts 2019-2020 targets in wake of delays and underperforming games. Yes,
Why
I'm
did you
sorry,
guys release Breakpoint?
but you had 2 games this year that have totally hit the toilet.
Who
Before we-
wanted
before we go-
Breakpoint? Like, what the fuck?
When is the last Ubisoft game that any of us have bought?
I bought
Division 2.
2.
Nope.
Ah, okay.
Didn't buy that one.
I liked it, but it was just like a rehab. It was like the
It was more of the same,
1.2 of the
Yeah.
the first.
I used to buy so many Ubisoft games, and I think the last game I bought from Ubisoft was, what was the game after Black Flag?
In the Assassin's Creed?
Yeah.
Watch Dogs.
No, in the Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
What's that called? Oasis? No.
Uh,
Origin?
whatever-
Origins? No.
Yeah, AC Origins? Yeah,
Was
it might have
Origins?
been.
Yeah, it was Origins.
Odyssey?
Pretty sure it was
Yeah.
Origins.
So that's the last and prior to Ubisoft shitting the bed and canning the frag dolls and everything else, they were like one of the go-to publishers of games. Like we used to buy all these Ubisoft games, and now not so much. You two bought fucking, what do you call it, 2 on nostalgia, and you were all let down by it because it was nostalgia.
What?
What's the game you and Yacht bought?
Oh,
Division 2.
Division 2. Yeah, you bought Division 2 on nostalgia for Division 1.
No, I like
mean-
the gameplay. I like the game.
Yeah.
The game,
game-
blew from day one.
Division 1 was
The
like
Division
a few
1
years
blew
ago.
from day one.
Oh,
yeah.
man. That was
It's
Division
also
1
coming
was
from a guy
alright.
that doesn't believe in BRs. So let's move on from that.
Oh,
And they're still around.
Next
BXR
story.
any day, motherfucker. BXR.
Battle
BXR.
Royale,
BXR.
you Nimrod. Battle Royale. I said BR, not BXR.
Yeah, what?
BR is battle rifles. You can't,
Oh
you
my
can't
gosh.
give that to Battle Royale. Yeah.
Next story.
Next story.
This is
Next
why
story.
Yant kind of likes us.
Inside joke there, by the way.
From
All right.
earlier tonight.
Yeah, inside joke.
Report: Sony looking to sell PlayStation View as service continues to lose money. Sony's digital TV service PlayStation View is reportedly hemorrhaging money, so much so that the sources tell the information, the site that we got this from, I guess, Gamma Sutra, quoting them, the company is looking to sell off its technology and subscriber list to back the PlayStation's brand away from live TV. Is it a surprise?
Wah, wah.
Are any of you guys cord cutters?
Oh, yeah.
No.
I haven't.
Oh yeah.
I cut a long time ago.
So
yeah.
who do you guys use? YouTube TV? Who do you use?
I use
Netflix and Hulu right now, and then
No,
Disney
but
Plus.
who do you get your TV from though?
Who did? No, I don't. I used to get it from DirecTV.
Okay.
I subscribe to a couple channels individually because it's just cheaper for me to just get the 2 channels that I want and not have to worry about the other ones. And then I piggyback off of something else. So
All right. There was a brief time. Yeah, Selden's admitting illegal activities. There was a brief time that I would have switched to YouTube TV but they were missing my go-to channel, which is Food Network.
Yeah.
That's the idle channel in our house. Like if you come home and Food Network's on, and it just stays on all the time.
On Tiff's Xbox, because that's what stays on all the time.
Yeah, that's the one upstairs in the family room. But yeah, I can't do it. I still pay my cable company $320 a month.
Why?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
When I first cut the cord, I went to DirecTV Now when I first cut the cord, and it was good up front, but then we didn't really watch it. Like once you start pulling away from it, you're going to realize that you don't watch 99% of the crap they put out there
that you watch on your service.
Oh,
Eric.
I watch all of my network shows,
which are most of them are on Netflix, Hulu.
No. I watch network shows that I have to watch now. I don't have 2 years to wait till they show up on Netflix. I can't watch my DC hero shows fucking 2 years later after they've all been spoiled.
Don't they show up the same week?
Antenna.
Don't they show up same week?
Yeah, on Hulu you can pick them up like the day
I was
after.
gonna say.
I have Hulu. I bought it for 99 cents last Black Friday for a year. Like I don't know. I'd rather have my fucking DVR that can hold 500 hours of my high def shit and have.
You're not watching this stuff right away.
Well, not. It's not appointment television, but it's the week of television. So I have 7 TVs with boxes in the house, and kids like to watch different stuff, and other people like.
Oh my gosh!
Just cut the cord for a month, 2 months. Just cut it for a couple months and see what happens.
And you made fun of me for saying their Xbox is going to come out. The new Xbox has come out for $1,000, and you just throw $350 down the drain every month. You know what?
It's not down the drain.
I'll entertain you every month for $350. Okay, I'll entertain you every day for a month.
If I'm going to pay $350 for entertainment, it's not Yant Entertainment. It's going to be in a dark room, and I'm going to have a handful of ones. Yes.
Yeah, it can be there.
Yeah,
that's not what I'm looking to throw my ones at. Okay.
Did you watch Silicon Valley yesterday, Derek?
No, that's on the DVR.
That's on the
Tiff was still coming back from.
Got him.
Like Tiff's on the fucking time change thing. So yes. Did you watch it live?
It's totally Tiff's fault.
Did you watch it live?
Me? No, I cut HBO, but I watched it about half an hour later.
All right. No, yeah, when it showed up on the torrent sites. Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah. What? I don't even understand torrent sites.
I watched it off of Plex. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know how it showed up on Plex, but it just showed up. I have a Plex server myself, but anyway. So who has what movie channels then from this group? Hit has none. I have HBO, Cinemax, Showtime, Stars, Epix, fucking.
I have access to those shows.
My family only uses Netflix and Hulu.
I have not cord cut yet, but I'm like in the transition. Like I've cut everything. I have basically like basic actually. And most of my watching TV is on the internet. I noticed that I wasn't recording stuff anymore. One of the reasons was the company removed the app or replaced the app that let you like program stuff from your phone. So I just stopped recording stuff, and I took notice, kind of like these guys, and I'm on my way. Like it just seems so stupid. Even when I'm playing basic, I'm like, why am I paying for this? Like.
I mean, the slippery slope of cord cutting also is that if you start individualized purchasing the channels that you want,
then
it will add
more than you paid to begin with.
Yeah.
How many could that be, though?
Well, if you start adding,
you start adding
Netflix, you throw
CBS All Access, Amazon Prime, you get this, you get that.
Hulu, you got your ABC, your CBS, your NBC, your ESPN. Then you start throwing in like HBO Now and stuff like that. It could add up over the long haul.
But we all got Disney though, right? Disney Plus.
Oh yeah,
I'm getting Disney Plus with my Verizon plan.
We all bought the 3 years of it.
No, I didn't buy it. I don't
No, I
see a
didn't bought
purpose in
it.
I bought that 3-year deal where I paid like $4 a month.
I can't give Selden shit for going all in on Stadia without seeing it, and then do the same thing with Disney. Like,
But
Well, we know
Disney
what's on
Plus,
Disney.
We know it's on it, and you need to watch it to watch
yeah,
your
but
Marvel
who knows
movies.
if that stuff's good though, right? Like,
It doesn't matter
Oh
if
my
it's
God.
good. It's
Maybe
part
I'll
of your
wait.
continuity.
I hear about
This
it,
is
like, oh, it's good.
insane.
Hey, maybe
Yeah,
I'll
I
sign
don't
up.
know. You're going out on a limb.
Yeah,
by
yeah. This
yourself,
is
but-
you're in nut job zone here. You're looking crazier than Selden, and
or
Selden's
crazier
the
me,
resident
my price
lunatic.
points.
You're like, I might watch The Mandalorian, but I might not. I might not understand the next Star Wars movie. I might not watch all of the Marvel shows, and I'll just go to the next movie and not understand what's going on. Like, that's
I
fucked
think-
up.
I'll still
I think-
watch all that stuff.
I
30
think Hit's
minutes
got a good like
behind.
server community that he's involved in.
Yeah.
He'll be fine.
Just steal it. You're good.
Yeah, Selden, I'll share my server with you.
There we
Huh.
go.
All
Hit
right.
you up in the after show.
Yeah.
Last story.
What is it? Oh,
The shitty one.
no, you take it. You love this game.
I hate this game.
Oh well.
I'm only in for Legacy. All right. London's Pokemon Go Center store has 5-hour-long lines due to unprecedented demand. So in London, they opened up a Pokemon pop-up store that's like a Pokemon Center, and people are fucking nut jobs.
What do
like-
you do there?
You buy stuff. You not
Like
only do you wait
toys?
5 hours in line, you buy toys and shit after waiting in line for 5 hours. Is there any Pokemon toy that you would really want that's worth waiting 5 hours in
There's
line
nothing that I would get in line for. Like everything's just delivery service now. Waiting
Yeah,
in a
but when
line
they-
seems crazy to me.
When they opened up the Nintendo store in New York City, God, how was that? 10 years ago or something like that?
Yeah.
That had crazy ass long lines for
Yeah.
the longest
You
time.
can't tell we didn't wait in line for several hours for the latest game release back in the day. You know.
Oh yeah,
we
we
did.
used to. Yeah.
So
for it? Yeah.
Not now though.
But
yeah.
we're beyond that. We've grown. We've evolved. Like now
was no
we just
Uber
get a
back
digital
then.
download.
There was no
at-
Amazon
at
Prime
midnight.
back then.
Yeah. There was no.
Yeah, there was no
downloads.
digital. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'll
What's
tell you,
my-
the worst standing in line for me was when I went to the Halo ODST truck event where they stopped at like a couple dozen places across the country. I went to the one out here on Long Island. I stood in fucking line forever to play one freaking matchmaking game.
I slept outside a full day before the 360 came out.
I remember that. Yes.
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I was out there for the 360 launch. I was out.
PS3. Yeah.
I was out for
Wii?
for 5
Yeah, for Wii.
hours.
It was all 3
And-
that year. Fuck.
Yeah, yeah. No, that was
It was
a
at 3
terrible.
days.
I
Yeah.
can't tell you how many Wiis I stood out in line for before I sold them on eBay.
Very
Wow.
smart.
It was
Very smart.
hours and hours I spent outside in the rain and the cold
The problem
buying those stupid things.
It was worth it.
Oh,
Yeah.
it definitely was.
that first night I got home, I had 4 Xbox 360s. So,
All right, this is the longest episode ever.
well, it's only because we all said that 30 minutes where your camera crapped out. So,
Oh yeah.
all right, all right.
Was it
So
that
let's
long?
move. Yeah, it was until we were back online. It was 30 minutes. So.
30.
All right, I guess that wraps up the news. So if you have news stories you want us to talk about next week, give us a call, 773-527-2961, or emails at podcast@tooltoplay.com. You can also comment on this episode's thread on the Tool to Play homepage. And sponsors, we need them. You got them. You're selling something, we'll sell it. You tell us what you're selling, we'll tell you what you're going to pay us. We'll sell it. You pay us. Boom. Done. Whoa. Yawns from Hit. Twitter us up. You can find everything Tool Player at twitter.com/tool-to-play, everything podcast related at twitter.com/still_got_game. I, king of the internet, god of everything that is holy, I'm at twitter.com/Derek Nolan.
I'm at twitter.com/i6hitman.
I'm at twitter.com/James A. Yacht.
And I'm at twitter.com/Selden007.
Facebook the fuck out of us, Selden. Facebook.com/tool-to-play, Facebook.com/Derek Nolan.
And Facebook.com/Selden007.
He's such a sellout, man. Such a sellout. Unbelievable.
Facebook is making a comeback.
You're fired.
Unbelievable.
We also have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/tool2play. That's where all of our archive video content goes. So go there, youtube.com/tool2play, click the subscribe button. You'll be notified when we have archived episodes of this show, of Hits Quick Hits, which is coming back December 24th at midnight. Hit is doing a special Christmas Eve show live with the Crinkles, with all of his Christmas presents. We have
I'll
Tiff's,
do that. I will definitely do that.
we
That
have
would be
Tiff's
awesome.
immature interviews that she's going to be interviewing. I'm pretty sure
Derek and his
Phil
multiple
Spencer.
personalities.
Phil Spencer is on her list this time around. Maybe we'll talk to Michael Pachter. Who knows? So yeah, go there, youtube.com/toolplay and subscribe. We need your reviews in iTunes. So go there, iTunes, search up Still Got Game, give us 5-star reviews. We really need them. And it takes you no time at all. Click the 5-star button, get an extra 5 seconds, write something nice like Yant needs to shave, or Selden needs to grow hair, or Hit needs to unblur his camera, or Derek D. Smith Nolan looking good, bro. Whatever you want to write, any of those things.
Douchebag.
Those could be that could be too. Any of those things could be your thing. So we also have a Discord channel. It's underused right now. It's really only used by Blue, and we need someone in there other than Blue. So if you want to talk to us all day long and hang out like we're bros, even though we never met in real life, tooltoplay.com/SGG Discord. That's like SGG, like Still Got Game Discord. Go there, join the Discord channel, and we can all hang out, have a good time, chit chat during the day. You can be like, oh, I just got this fucking sandwich for lunch. It's fucking sick, bro. And I'll be like,
No, you
whatever.
wouldn't.
No,
I'll keep.
I ignore these
reposting-
guys all day. I ignore them till I leave work. So, but they'll like your shit. Like Yant's like, Discord,
Oh, yeah.
oh,
What kind of sandwich was it? Did you have mayonnaise and mustard on it? It's great.
Yes. Yant, you and Yant can be besties. So toolplay.com/SGG Discord, sign up and chat with us all day long. We have a Mixer channel. Speaking of Mixer, mixer.com/tooltoplay. That's where we broadcast live shit all the time. It broadcasts our channels. We broadcast sometimes direct on there, like this show that's broadcasting live now to our millions and billions of viewers. Doesn't matter. Mixer.com/toolplay. Go there, subscribe, and who knows? Maybe we'll have Tim the Tapman on as an exclusive when he switches over. No one knows. No one knows. No one knows if that's true or fake. But
5-year plan.
It's probably true. Like, we've been working on this for 5 years. Thanks, Tim. We appreciate it. We also have our own Mixer channels. I'm at mixer.com/Derek Nolan.
I'm at mixer.com/IsaacSimon.
I'm at mixer.com/YauntDog7.
I'm at mixer.com/Selden007.
And I want to remind you all, you can join us each and every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, mixer.com/tool-to-play. And on that, why don't we wrap this amazing episode up? I am Derek D. Smooth Nolan.
I am Roger Hitman Roken.
And I am Chris Selden007 Selden.
And Yant didn't want to talk for some reason. And I'm Yant Dog!
Roof, roof, roof.
What the hell is going
It
on?
didn't unmute me. Sorry. I was coughing and laughing too hard. It doesn't unmute me. So it's okay.
That made the end of the show that much weirder.
And for any of you that have stuck around past that, make sure that if you're going to a potluck, make it a podluck and bring our show along with you.
Oh, Salt and Pitching Potlucks now. That's our new sponsor. If you Still Got Game is sponsored by Podlucks. Take us to your local Podluck dinner.